What that means is there's a yield gap across the continent that specifically relates back to this lack of power and farmers not having access to the labor that they need to cultivate their most important resource, their land. Next slide. And so Hello Tractor came into the market to address this issue, and core to the solution is yes, technology, but it's also organizing the last mile, making sure that small growers, when organized into groups, our friends at Co-op Bank know this very well, actors within agriculture can now transact with these farmers in a more profitable way to close that mechanization gap. And this is some of the statistics that John alluded to earlier. Next slide. And so what are some of the challenges in financing mechanization, and why does that gap exist? Clearly, there's value in financing tractors. Clearly, that unlocked value produces revenue to service a loan. So what's the issue? Most banks, not Co-op Bank, but all the other banks, don't have financial products that are suitable for this category of grower. They have cyclical repayments. Interest rates need to be right. The lower, the better, of course. And structuring needs to meet the needs of this very unique borrower group. Hello Tractor came into the market with a solution to this problem to help enable more financing. And we don't, money is not our product. We don't see ourselves as competing with banks or financial institutions. We see ourselves as enabling more lending in the space by de-risking these transactions through technology and in some instances, capital. Next slide. So practically, what does that mean? We partner with Moody's, the credit rating agency, to design an underwriting system that looks beyond traditional metrics. If you go into a commercial bank right now in Kenya, they're going to ask you for your bank statements. They're going to ask for collateral. They're going to ask for a pretty high down payment, usually 20 to 30%, and then they'll give you a tractor. But what if you're traditionally unbanked? That means you have automatically been disqualified, and that's the vast majority of our growers, right? So what do you look at? Because you still have to make an assessment based on information that can help you de-risk as a lender. As Hello Tractor, based on our experience in the market, we know how to profile somebody who we think is going to be a good borrower to own a tractor to deliver services to the farmers in their community. We look at their book of business, right? And not just what they tell us, what's in the app, right? How many farmers did you go out and pre-book within the app, walking the plot boundary? We assess each individual plot to make sure it's a productive plot and that farmer can actually pay for tractor services, and that the services that they want across the book is complementary, meaning even serviceable with the equipment that you're requesting. Once you get approved, we give you the machinery, we give you the training, and then we assign you an account manager to actively monitor the performance of your machinery against that pre-booked business. We started this product just this year, raised $2 million with the assistance of Kim, and that is, as you can see, it's having a multiplying effect across the ecosystem, ultimately resulting in more food being grown. $2 million is a small pool of capital to increase productivity by 132,000 metric tons across different specific value chains. But it's being done in a complementary way with other financial institutions in the market, using our technology and our market insights to de-risk these loans, to then crowd in additional financial institutions, because our phase two is going to be much larger, right? As we look to grow this pool of capital to close that mechanization gap that John alluded to. But of course, tech sits at the core of this. Each of our tractor owners has the technology to manage their equipment, to make sure remotely they can monitor all aspects of their fleet, from maintenance to usage to fuel and fuel theft, which is a big issue in this market. But then also the booking application. That's what we underwrite. Did you go out with that booking application? And it's free. Anybody can do it. You can download the app right now, download the app and book 500 farmers. We'll give you a tractor. We'll pre-qualify you for a tractor. We still have to look at the business. But that's free of charge, but it's tech-enabled. And it gives us the insights to make an informed credit decision. And then ultimately, when the loan is made, we can then monitor and manage that loan using the same technology that helps you as a tractor owner run a more efficient business. So that's Hello's Tractor and the work that we're doing on pay-as-you-go tractor finance. And I look forward to answering any questions that you all might have. Thank you very much.